for the heat. Good morning. Where are we? Well, we're not here yet, so it doesn't matter if I talk or not. Now, good morning. Almost there, you guys. I'm getting there. So today is June 20, no, June, what is it? 14th. And the prompt is a recipe and pine forest, pretty much what we had yesterday. But that's all right. I can cope. Where are we? Let's find us. There we are. Good to go. Hi, Heidi and Lita and Jody and Denise, all on YouTube. Welcome, you guys. And good morning, everybody else here on Facebook. Hi, Katie. Yeah. And Carol. Good morning. I'm going to just start because I'm 1 minute over time. Hi, Cynthia and Lana and Carol and Johanna. Welcome, you guys. So, hey, good morning. This is my website, creatorofcuteness.com. So this is where you can find everything from me. Oh, in fact, hang on, I want to share. Hold on. I've been wanting to do this for like a week. This is where you can find all my classes, all my collage elements, all my burnishing tools, all my watercolors, everything, and even a freebie page. But mostly on the website, you can find my books. So you can get the Creative Hand Lettering book, which helps you walk through all the lettering stuff that we do here, and then some stuff we don't do here as much. But that's Creative Hand Lettering with Lindsay. Then the next one would be the Doodly Do book, which gives you lots of ideas for doodling like we do here in the morning. That is available. Color It Cute is available, which gives you this cool page. And then lots of other pages on coloring ideas with colored pencils and pens and watercolors and spot coloring, ombre coloring. And then there are all these little workbooks that go with the lettering book. So there's practical printing, which gives you pages to practice your printing. Then there's details and doodles, which is probably one of everybody's favorites. It gives you lots of ideas for details in your letters. There is, after that, I think comes handwritten word, which gives you lots of tips and tricks for practicing your handwriting and getting it up to par. Then there's brush quotes and brush strokes, which pretty much go together. The brush strokes is more of learning the strokes that you need to get your brush lettering, perfected. And then the brush quotes gives you quotes that you can put tracing paper on top of to learn how to put your brush lettering together. Then there is the, let's do quotables. Quotables is next. And this gives you cute art to do on coloring pages, on signs, on whatever. You can reduce these down, you can print them out. It's all kinds of fun. Then there is the calligraphics, super calligraphics, which teaches you the Chancery cursive calligraphy. And then last but not least is the combination book, which is my favorite because it takes all of the different lettering styles and shows you how to combine them into one word. So it shows you different lettering styles that work together. Then it gives you some numbers. And then it gives you a bunch of places to practice your different lettering styles in. So that, my friends, is a walkthrough of all of my books. And they are all back in stock right now. So if you need any, you can run right over to the website and grab yourself a couple of the books. There are also a few books on the website that are downloadable. These, however, are not because they are still in print. The ones that are downloadable are out of print. And one of these days, I'll get the other 4 or 5 books up there for digital download. So today, I don't know where we are. Today we are here on the 14th for Pine Forest and Recipe. So it's very dark. I know it's hard to read, but also in the files, just so you know, we're halfway through the month, so it doesn't really matter. But there's a listing of the colors that she did for us as color choices. Well, I guess we'll do Journal Play Day because it's right here. Everything's backwards. So this is Journal Play Day artwork. Journal Play Day is where we get together once a month and we work on making a journal. We work on learning something new to do in our journal. And then you get to work on your journal on your own all month long and fill it up with journaling prompts, with writing, with photographs, with doodles, with whatever you want to put in your journal. So the one thing that is probably everybody's favorite is you get artwork from me every month. So for 3 months, it's $25 or it's $8.33 a month. And the artwork that you get for the month of July are the Silly Monsters and the Silly Monster background paper, Monsters and Robots. Sorry, robot. Didn't mean to diss you. Then there is the American is Apple Pie page, and then all of the Americana background pages. So you get, I can't remember, we counted the other day, but you get a lot of pages this month. Normally, I only give you 1 to 3 pages, but this month I went a little cray-cray, and this is all the artwork you get. The collage elements in Journal Play Day, you always get in black and white as well as color. And a lot of people take Journal Play Day just to get the artwork, because really this month the artwork would make the class less than $1. It would make it less than what you paid for the class because these collage elements sell for $5 a piece on my website. So it's a great deal. A great deal. That's Journal Play Day. Then today is the second meeting of the third session of the Creative Book Club at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to join us, there's still time to sign up for the class. So with Book Club, you get 4 meetings for $30, or it's $7.50 per meeting. There's no need to buy the book. I've already bought the book. I have already read the book. Not really, because I don't really read very much. But like, I could read this, but I probably would never read her introduction. But I could read this. You know what I mean? And then we do something from the book. We either do a project, or we work on ideas from the book, or we do a tutorial from the book, and we kind of review the book. So today, this is the book that we're doing. It's Painting Happiness by Terry Runyon, and it's exciting. I'm excited to do it. First of all, I love this cover. Second of all, I love her cats. And third of all, I did a little deep dive into her today, and I found out that she also does bunnies that are similar to her cats, and I love her even more now. So all the classes are available for sign up on creatorofcuteness.com. And my lovely Carol Merrill, does everybody remember Carol Merrill from Let's Make a Deal? Anyway, Carmen put up the links for you if you need links. If you can't find it later, just message me and I'll help you later. We'll just go from there. Then I got mail that I didn't open yesterday. Well, I kind of opened it, but look at this pretty card from Cindy Gall, or Gal. I don't know how you pronounce it. but I don't know what she sent me. So thoughtful of you sharing a few samples of the flowers I made with the Peebo products. Oh, oh, these are like cling vinyl. Oh, they're really cute. Wow, those are cool. You can't see them, but you can see through. Can you see that you can see through these? Probably not the white. They're really fun. This one is really dark. It's a blue. It's very dark, but it's really pretty. Thank you, Cindy. I'll play with those later. And then I got this from Jewel McDonald, and I'm pretty sure it's a check. So don't get excited when you see a check. But I love this yarn that she has on the front here. That yarn is really cool. But she used a security envelope and made a little side pocket thingy with a cute bird. Spread a little happiness. It's no check. She sent me cash. Anyway. Oh, look at all the pretties. Look at the daisy ribbon. Might have to use this ribbon today. Wouldn't that be pretty in there? We used to sell this at Ben Franklin, and it was one of our most popular ribbons. What's this one? Ooh, look at the rainbow lace. Thank you, Jewel. What a cute little folio thing on a security envelope. So, so cute. All right. Well, thank you, Jewel. Very sweet. Okay. Love, love, and love some more. Okay. So we are here. Do a little flip through, little flip through, little flip through. And this is where what we did yesterday. I've been putting my book underneath a very heavy box and book that I have in the living room every night. So it's helping it to stay in shape, but it really hasn't fallen apart like the one last year. And we're not halfway. We're probably a third of the way through day 61. I don't know where we are. We're at day 14. Not really a third of the way. Lindsay. So we're going to take, because today's prompt is pine green, which I think I have one of these kind of cards, right? One of those ugly ones that I don't like so much because they're not plain. But I think that's what we're going to use. So let's come down. And hi, Valerie. So we painted, so today's a recipe and pine forest. So yesterday we painted our forest on. Today we're going to fussy cut, I think. And I'm going to do a quick little recipe when we're done. I should have enough greens here to get some kind of good trees going. So I'm going to do some triangular trees. Hi, Bee. I'm so happy you're here. So we're just going to do some trees like this. But I need different colors. And we'll end up cutting the bottom off when I'm all done attaching them. B, you're never behind. Just start where you are. I'm just happy you're here and doing better. I could cut one out of this little triangle. Let's do this page. That one got a little weird. Definitely weird. Let's see. That's cute. Cute, cute, cute. Let's get one with some gold in it. That's really skinny. This one's cute. Go right there. Well, I kind of think we have enough trees. What do you think? Um, I think we probably should do our writing first. So I'm going to move all the trees because if I put the trees in first, you know. Jewel, thank you so much for your card. I haven't read it completely yet, but I will. So I've been up all night long. Thought I'd share that with you. I fell asleep at 8. I woke up at 12:15. And I haven't been back to sleep since. And I am so tired I can't even speak. And then, of course, my husband and I had words this morning. That's what I'll call it. We had words. I don't like this E here. But I've been making so many mistakes that I figured good time to use a pencil. So now not only am I tired, but I also had words with my honey bunches of oats. Sally says you need a deer in the forest. I don't think so. I'm barely here, Sally, so you guys are lucky that I'm even drawing. Recipe for I'm either going to do health or a happy life. Recipe for life, recipe for life, I think. Uh, I don't know. I don't think life is going to fit here. If I push this over, I bet I could do it. Okay. No, I have not tried Benadryl at night. Oh, recipe for your soul. No, I already did soul. Didn't I do? Yeah, I just did soul yesterday. It said, remember? It said, and into the forest I go to lose my mind and find my soul. I don't want to do 2 days of soul. So let's go with a happy life or a recipe for health. I don't know. I'll change it maybe. I'm just not in the best place in my mind. Oh, recipe for joy. That's a good one. I always hate using the word joy because it's my friend Joy's name. But I don't know. We'll see. Let me finish writing recipe 4. Yeah, my husband's tired of me being upstairs here, and he has 2 friends coming over who have never seen our house. And so he wants me to move downstairs, and I should. He's correct. But I keep telling him our house is not that dirty. And he seems to think that, oh, recipe for peace. Love that. He seems to think that our house is a pigsty. And it is not. And I showed him that this morning after we had words, when you and your husband have words. I remember when my aunt passed away. I'm sorry to talk about passing away, but I remember when my aunt passed away. So I will talk about passing away. Her kids got up there, and my mom was very snarky. I'm just going to tell you that much. She was a snarky lady, and I love her for it. And that's probably where I got my love of cuss words, number one, and just being a little bit crazy. PEACE was from my mom. But I remember her kids got up there and they said, My parents have been married for, I don't remember how many years they were married. I'm just going to guess and say 70. It was a huge amount of years. And they have never had words. They have never, ever had a fight. We have never heard them fight. And we think that's the recipe for a happy marriage. And I thought to myself, at that moment, I thought, I'm laughing to myself. And my mom reaches over. This is her sister that she loves dearly. And she talked to every day on the phone. Because remember when there were toll calls and there was long distance and stuff? My mom would wait for my aunt to call the house, ring once, and then hang up. And my mom would call her back because it was cheaper than my mom calling my aunt. They were very frugal. So anyway, after my cousin said, my mom and dad have never had a fight in their life, my mom leaned over to me and wasn't even giggling. And she, in my ear, loud enough for my dad to hear, who was mortified, said, bullshit. Oh my God, it made me laugh so hard I had to keep it in. And my husband was next to me, and he's worked with power tools his whole life, so he's kind of hard of hearing. And he didn't hear. He's like, what did she say? I go, I'll tell you later. Because I just couldn't, I could barely contain myself. I really, truly almost peed my pants. I just thought it was so funny. Where's my glue? It's not here. Hang on. Some of the stuff my mom used to say was so inappropriate. Oh, Sherry, sorry, there's a real question. Sherry says, where does she get those colored cards? I have no idea. I've had them for a very long time. Luckily, I'm down to just a few, but yeah, they're not my favorites. You just have to look at every office supply store. Do they even have office supply stores anymore? I do not know. Sorry, no clue. Anyhow, isn't that a funny story? I mean, this card's gonna be, we're gonna be done so fast with this card, you guys. So somebody backed out, I'm not gonna say who, of doing the August prompts. And so I said I would do them. So while I was awake in the middle of the night last night, I did the August prompts. I mean, they're really fun because I got to do whatever I wanted to do. And you know, that's always fun. I think that one's a little too high, but I can make it work. Anyhow, yeah, 2.5 hours I was awake with a little tiny headlamp. Oh, do you know what a headlamp is? It's like those book lights, but goes on your head. And I was drawing our August prompts. So when you get the August prompts, I want you to think of me in bed with a headlamp on drawing at 2 o'clock in the morning because I can't fall asleep. I gotta make one more tree right here, I think. Because that's what happened. No, yet it says it's not on Amazon or on the Dollar Tree. Unfortunately, I believe Amazon has put many office supply stores out of business. Yes. Do you want me to tell you a good office supply story? So I used to work, one of my very first jobs, not the very first, but one of the first, was at Plaza Stationers. It was like a dream job to work at a stationery store. And it was right next to the largest art supply store in our community where I used to live. And I worked with this kid named Jay something. I can't remember his last name. And he was a really nice kid. He was older than me. I shouldn't say kid, but he was older than me. And he came from New York and he had a very thick New York accent. He didn't work there for very long. I worked there for a very long time, it seemed like. And remember the movie Kramer versus Kramer? Well, when he first started working there, he told us that he wrote Kramer versus Kramer and that Dustin Hoffman stole it from him. And I still to this day don't know if that's true, but he did bring in and show us all the script for Kramer versus Kramer. And sure enough, it looked like he wrote it and that Dustin Hoffman stole it from him. So I have never liked Dustin Hoffman because of that reason. And he tried to sue, but he didn't have any money. You know, that kind of Hollywood story. So sad. I mean, it's sad if it was really true. I do believe him. I still believe him. Denise says, you need gummies. I am not eating gummies. All right, I want Forrest to be really big. Anyway, that was my one story. And that story leads into the Rick Springfield story, because that's before I was married. And that's the first place I met Rick Springfield. And he asked me out. Well, not really asked me out, but kind of. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't an exact asking out, but it was like, hey, do you want to get together sometime and whatever? I guess that's asking out. And I said no. I didn't know who he was. And when he left, everybody's like, are you out of your mind? That's Rick Springfield. He's on General Hospital and you should have said yes. And he comes in here all the time and buys cards. And I'm like, whatever. I didn't want to go out with him. So then, fast forward to years later when I had my store. Let's just draw you a little picture. Here's where my store was, right? And then there's a parking lot back here. And then there was a street right here. And then down the street and right on this corner is where Rick Springfield moved. And he used to walk through the parking lot into my store and buy greeting cards. And some days I was the only one there. Most days I was the only one there because this is when it was 400 square feet. And this was right after I got divorced. And he asked me out again. Did I go? No. Do I regret it? Not really. It's just a good story. It's a good story, right? I mean, to me, it's a good story. Trying to get a nice point. That's pretty good. I wasn't going to outline these, but I kind of think they need it. But I didn't want to outline them in black. Oh, Carmen found the colored index cards. The index cards are called Oxford color-coded ruled cards. Oh, Dieta says that's a bummer since Dustin Hoffman is where we got our son's name, Dustin. I'm sorry. I did love Dustin Hoffman in the movies that he did. And I loved Kramer versus Kramer, so that was even harder. Wish I could remember that kid's name. I remember Rick Springfield's name. That's for sure. We used to have many celebrities shop in my store because we were near Hollywood, but not really in Hollywood. And so they would come up to this small community where they did movies all the time. in our little community. And they would shop in the stores while they were waiting to do the movies. So that cute man, Ray Weiss from not Dark Shadows. Why can't I think of the name? Twin Peaks. He used to come into the store all the time and buy greeting cards. I don't know why these men loved greeting cards, but I did buy good greeting cards. I was a good greeting card purchaser. Um, and who else? Well, Will Ferrell did a movie right in front of our store. I forget what it was called. Obviously, it didn't mean that much. Margaret says he wished that he had Brent's girl. Don't you wish that you were Brent's girl? Not this morning. I don't wish I was Brent's girl because he made me feel like poo poo. Anyway, so he's not here, so I can tell you guys. My friend Joy, remember we were talking about turtles yesterday? When we were having breakfast yesterday, I remembered that Joy has a box turtle. Do you know what a box turtle is? California box turtle? That she got before it was illegal to own a California box turtle. So they've had it like 20 something years, maybe longer. And the turtle hibernates during the winter, goes underground, and they don't even see it. But this time of year, the turtle comes out for a few hours a day, not a lot of time, but a few hours a day. And I said, could we come over and we could just hang out with the turtle for a little bit? Because I really wanted to give my husband a turtle experience. And I'm trying still to come up with fun places to go to see turtles. And she's like, I have a better idea. So when it was my birthday one time, Joy came over and did a doorbell ditch. You know what doorbell ditch is, right? With balloons and treats, and it was just really sweet. So she said, I'm going to put the turtle in a box and I'm going to doorbell ditch him at your house. And she goes, I'll go to town and get a Starbucks and sit for an hour and then come back and you can play with the turtle for an hour. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm going to call Atticus and have him come over. I'm just so excited. Then my husband told me that he's going to be busy all next week because he's going on this really big quad ride with a bunch of guys that he's never ridden quads with before. And he has to get everything all ready and he doesn't think he's got any time for me. And I'm like, really? You turd? So I guess I'll do it another week, but I don't want it to get too far into where maybe the turtle might hibernate. However, I don't know if Lynn's here today, but Lynn Trock gave me the best idea of this bracelet that you buy and it tracks turtles. So it's kind of like adopting a turtle when you get the bracelet and somehow you scan it or something and it tracks the turtle's migration. So I bought us those. Then somebody here sent me a picture of a turtle birthday cake. So I sent that to my daughter. And then there's one, oh, we're going swimming for Father's Day on Sunday. So I got my husband from Amazon some turtle swim trunks that are being delivered to my daughter and a turtle float. And then I'm buying turtles, you know, the chocolate turtles. And then I'm going to get turtle brownies. You know, I like to go all themed out. This was a fun theme. So yeah, I'm excited. You can tell the excitement in my voice, right? Or not. I do love all the greens in this, don't you? Hi, Lynn. Good. Carmen says good, then he has time to clean the house. Right. Turd. You're right, Carmen. My house isn't really that dirty, Carmen. We just got rid of a bunch of stuff. I think it's all the stuff for the retreat that's kind of making him crazy because it's been in the house for a long time. But I can't put it in the garage because we live in the mountains and there are mice. We don't want mice getting in the stuff. Do you guys want mice in your retreat kits? No. I think I like this green for here. Anyhow. And a girl is coming to pick up my hutch that I've been trying to sell this morning. That's exciting. So that will make him happy. It's funny that certain messes in the house make him crazy, but not all of them. Like it's okay if he has a mess. You know what I mean? Wait, follow also has stuffed turtle and other animals that track? What? Follow. I gotta write that down. FAHLO. I gotta get that. I gotta get that. He was telling me yesterday, this pencil is history. Yesterday, he was telling me that the turtles are now, because the Japanese or Chinese or whoever fish for tuna and dolphins and stuff, that they're cutting their nets and they have ghost nets that you can't really see. They're like see-through out of plastic. So they're cutting their nets and the turtles are getting stuck I'm sorry, the turtles are eating the plastic of the nets and it gets inside of their tummy and then they die. Really sad. We don't want that to happen. So I told him stop eating tuna. You know, I don't think that's the answer, but that's what I told him. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy with this card. And it's very early. So I'm going to put some blue sky-ish. Well, let's try these again. Come here, crayons. Let's try these crayons again. There's a lot of companies that make these water-soluble crayons, so you don't have to have the same as me. This one's broken. Or maybe it's just melted. Feels like it's melted, but hasn't been in the sun at all. Kind of weird. Is this one melted? No. Anyway, so that's how the turtle story is coming out. You guys are going to love my prompts for August because it's not a full month long project. So if you wanted to participate, you could just do one day if you wanted to. Doesn't have to be the full month. I'm excited about that. These are kind of cool, these crayons. I guess I'm not going to get rid of them. Kind of like them. We might have to play and do something on a separate sheet of paper with them, as a matter of fact, today, because we have so much time free. Oh, that was dirty water. I like it. What is this? Lavender. I always want some lavender in the sky, right? Kind of like these. They're kind of fun for, especially for backgrounds. What'd somebody just say? Marinda says, Marinda, with those crayons, you can use a wet brush and rub it over the crayon tip. Oh, I'm going to try that in a minute here. So instead of scribbling on the paper, hold on, I'll try that in a sec. You scribble with your brush and use it like a watercolor. That's a cool thing. Like this. I'm using watercolor crayons. These are from Stampin' Up. Not working for me. No, let's try a darker one. But I'm sure other companies make watercolor crayons. Maybe my brush isn't wet enough. Oh, maybe it was just that lighter color that just didn't work out real well. I do like how I can go on top of the colored pencil with them. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. I'm making a big mess because this one's just not cooperating. I want it lighter up here, so I'm going to go with these. My grands love them because they're like magic paints. Randall, I wish my grandson liked anything that was creative. He does not. If I could get him, I told you guys, did I tell you about the Hot Wheels trucks where you take the Hot Wheels cars like a big truck? Not a big truck, but like a, not the small Hot Wheels, but a bigger than that size. And you tape a pen to the back and then you roll it. And the kids can see the pen making like road tracks. Whatever. Must have got glue there where that white is. So when I was up in the middle of the night, I started looking at tuxedos because my daughter's fiance wants to wear a green tuxedo. Maybe. Not if I have anything to say about it, because I was looking at them and everyone looks like a leprechaun. So I do not want him wearing a leprechaun tuxedo. This must be the dark green. Let's try it. Right? Anyway, I tried to find a green that I liked in any tuxedo and I did not. I mean, he's Cambodian, so he wouldn't really look like a leprechaun, but you know what I mean. It's a little green for me. And I love green. It's his wedding, goof. That's what Carmen just told me. I know, but really, look up green tuxedos or even just a green suit. Look at it. All the guys look like leprechauns. I don't care what color skin they have or race or whatever. They all look like leprechauns. Donna says, doesn't it drive you nuts when fraud occurs on your credit card? Miss my class and will watch replay. Oh no. Yeah, I do hate that. My water's very dirty, but it's okay. It's kind of cool on here how I get still some of the strokes. I don't need that much because I'm gluing down the card in the center. Do you know how hard it is to go? Margaret says, pretend they are trees for the tuxedo. It was so hard this morning to get my butt out of bed and go walk for 20 minutes after being awake all night. But I had just given my mother-in-law a speech yesterday about how she's now going to a physical therapist and they're trying to get her to walk. And yesterday she said she hurt so bad from going to the physical therapist that she couldn't walk for the day or do her exercises. And I said, that's when you need to walk. It's your muscles screaming at you that they haven't been used for a long time, you know? What's a Masters fan? Oh, no, he's not a Masters fan. You mean the golf tournament? He's not a golfer. My daughter's colors are gold, black, white, and green. And I want him to wear white. I saw it on a picture, so I sent it to her. I'm probably gonna be in so much trouble and be told to just butt out. But I think I need more green. But a green, I'm sorry, a white tuxedo jacket, black pants, and then green bow tie. And it's like an ascot bow tie that I found. It's not really a bow tie bow tie. What happens if you don't watercolor these? Are they just blendy? Kind of blendy. Like a water soluble pastel. Yeah, it's all over me. That's okay. I can live with it. I want him to wear traditional Cambodian as well. So I guess they're going to change into their traditional Cambodian. She's going to have something and he's going to have something. So for part of it, but he says you're really not supposed to wear it unless you have a traditional Cambodian wedding. And that's like an all day or 2 day or 3 day or something thing. And you have to have the monks and you have to go to the monks ahead of time. And they're not, they're not that traditional Cambodian. He's not, his parents are. But yeah, they are going to put something forth with the traditional Cambodian dress. Oops. I know I put a ton of glue on this. Why is it puckering? It's just not going down very well over here. So I was thinking of, where did it go? This stuff that Jewel sent me. Might be kind of hokey though. Is this hokey? I don't know, not really hokey, right? If it goes right along the bottom there. It's a little hokey for this card, I think. Barbara says, I'm behind. Has a wedding dress been found? No. Nope, we're down to 2 choices, Barbara, but now she wants to go to another bridal salon on Saturday, so we're going. And she pretty much told me to just let her be, even though I've been trying to tell her she needs to hurry and pick one, otherwise she's not going to get anything because it's almost too late. This is not working. Have a sip of water here. Wait, what did this say? Deetta says, yep, I give no advice or suggestions to my adult kids, even solicited advice. Otherwise, it would be off with my head. Yeah, I know. Did she get the Amazon dress? She did. And she returned it. And it wasn't $80, it was $300. And you can really, once you start trying on the dresses that are like $1,000, you can really see the difference in the fabric. You know, it's mainly the fabric. Let's do. I need to go about halfway and halfway. We'll just do some leaves up here. Instead of gluing the leaves down, we'll draw some leaves. Anyway. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm falling asleep as I draw. I do have to be done soon because that girl's going to come pick up my hutch. That's exciting. It's so funny. I was telling my husband, we sold this, well, we bought this hutch when we first got married. So that would have been 37 years ago. It's in pretty darn tootin' good shape. The glass doors that are on it are not broken. They're great. There are a few scratches. I mean, it's 37 years old. I don't remember how much we paid for it. but I sold it for $60, which I know is cheap, but I wanted it to go away, right? Went out to dinner with my husband the other night. For the two of us, it came to $75. And I'm like, something's wrong here when you can buy a piece of furniture for $60, but your dinner is $75 for two people without drinking drinks. Something wrong. Something definitely wrong. Is this your daughter that is indecisive by nature? Yes, it's that one. She has decision-making skills, lacking decision-making skills. So does my husband has no decision-making skills and he's a procrastinator. So my mother-in-law has no decision-making skills and she's just not even a doer. So couldn't even put her in the procrastination phase. I'm sure that he spent a whole day taking her to this physical therapist to get her exercises. And she kept telling the physical therapist that the physical therapist is like, when was the last time you walked or did anything with your body? And she said, oh, my body has been retired. That's what she's been saying. She finds these little catchphrases and she just uses them indefinitely and in inappropriate ways and all the time. So now she says, my body is in retirement. And the physical therapist says, I don't ever want to hear those words come out of your mouth again. And she's like, why? It's cute. And she said, it's not cute. You have to do these exercises or you're not going to be able to walk again. And I keep telling her, that's what happened to my dad. He stopped walking and then he died. So Sherry says, we are redoing our backyard. My son sold our fountain that had been in our backyard for 25 years. I cried when they took it away. Oh, Jewel said our local thrift store had so much furniture, they had a 99-cent sale. Oh my God. I had taken a bunch of frames after my parents' memorial to the thrift store, and I had to go to 5 thrift stores before one of them would take the picture frames because they said they just can't sell picture frames. And I'm like, what? People don't buy picture frames anymore? It's crazy. Anyhow. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm going to put the date on it soon. Put some white in these letters. What else can I talk to you guys about? I have just a few little things left to do for the retreat, and then I'm ready for the retreat. I hope to be done by Monday because my plan is to take all of next week off. I guess my husband's plan is to work his butt off next week. I was hopefully going to be able to take the week off, but nope. Joel says, oh no, we have our grandmother's fountain and I plant plants in it every year. Oh, that's cute. Goodwill still takes books, B says. Yeah, I know. I've dropped off books there, but I'm talking about frames. Donna says the youngins don't put up their photos in their home. They are minimalists. I know. I have those children also. Craziness. They are crazy people. Just do a little bit of white in some of these trees, not all of them. Don't want them to look too much like a Christmas tree. I think, so we are at June. 14th. 14 out of 61. And we did a recipe and Pine Forest. Pine Forest was actually the color this today from our color prompts, but I did it as the color and a Pine Forest. Oh man, I'm dead on my feet. I'm dead on my feet and I'm not even standing. Okay. I know I bought 5 frames yesterday at a church rummage sale that my husband and I went to. Oh my God, we spent $40 and got so much stuff at this rummage sale. It was the best rummage sale I've been to in a long time. Okay, so we have, let's just flip through real quick because we're early. We had my index card a day, open the door to a new adventure or adventure, period. Zinnia, gradient. Bordeaux was the color and trees. There's been a lot of trees this year already. Build a cake or something. This was dynamite and patissier. This was an owl and a sunset. This is lavender and opal fire. This is wave and orange. This is potpourri and extrovert. Extrovert is the color yellow. This is Dutch tulips and orange. Orange was the color, or Dutch tulips, I can't remember. This was Ferris wheel and flutterby. This was yellow slicker and ellipse. This is lost and found and forest. Whoop, whoop. And this is a recipe for peace, live in the forest. I do like that a lot. It came out really cute. I love the white dots in the sky. I'm going to take a picture of this and share it with you guys so you can see it up close and personal. And by the way, you guys are doing such a phenomenal job sharing your work. Makes me so happy. I could give everybody gold stars. Just thank you so much for sharing. It gives so many people so many ideas and it just makes my heart happy. So I appreciate it. All right, you guys, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a really good day. I'm going to go to sleep as soon as this girl leaves for hopefully an hour or two. And then wake up for book club at 4 o'clock. Oh, jeez. So if you're in book club, don't forget today's book club. If you're not in book club, you should come to book club. Have a really good day, you guys. I love you. Bye.